Hey, everybody. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Yes, that's right. It's time for Sarcastic Distractions, the interesting podcast for interesting people. Featuring, as always, the Gentleman Society of Podcasting. Myself, Harvey. My heterosexual life mate, David.
Yo.
And the ever-loving Swingy Hips, AJ.
My heterosexual life just sounds like some sort of like tonight on Freeform TV on the W channel. That wouldn't fly anymore.
No,
it would have to be
wouldn't.
like my cisgendered life.
Yeah, we've since cisgender life, exactly. Yeah, it would definitely not be my heterosexual life for sure.
My
No.
white male
Yeah.
heterosexual life.
Yeah.
Whole lot nothing going on.
No, nothing. It seems like the most boring show of life.
It would
So,
be.
like,
It would be.
for sure.
The Big Bang Theory.
Oh,
Exactly.
No, but they were geeks and nerds, so it's
That's
okay
true.
on that
That's
front.
But
okay,
they didn't
that's
have any gay people on that show, did they? Like
I don't
definitely
know.
not
I
a
don't
main
know.
character.
I have to admit, I
don't
wasn't a
ever
huge
remember-
fan, so
Yeah,
I
I
didn't know
I didn't watch past
Or-
like the third
or-
or fourth season.
Oh no, they did. They had. Okay, never mind. But gay people.
The
They did- I don't
LGBTQ
remember.
community.
Yeah,
I do not know.
I don't know if they were
I don't know.
represented on that show.
I don't know. But that's not what we're talking about today. In case you could have figured it out. We are actually talking about dancing. Hopefully we'll get
in the
friggin' sued for
streets.
singing that. Yeah, but yeah, dancing.
Well, we sang it poorly. I don't know if
I don't
any
think we're worried
algorithms
about
are
it.
going to pick that
Yeah,
up.
no.
I
Even
mean-
if they heard it, they would just be like, "Yeah, we don't want to even associate the possibility
sure.
that you were trying to sing our song."
And I guess to get demonetized, you need to be monetized first. So I think we're okay from that front. So
Yeah, for the time being.
yeah, okay. Well, let's
That's
talk
fair.
about dancing. Right
Yeah.
on.
Dancing in the streets.
Dancing in the streets. Go Hans, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey,
It's cool dancing, yeah.
Welcome to Sprockets.
The sprockets are great. That's. I mean, those.
Now's the
they're my
time where
first
we
teachers.
dance.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the way.
yes, it is. We must dance. Dance forever.
Dave, tell us about your dancing.
Yeah.
No, so it was just kind of one of those things that popped in my head because for me personally, and we'll chat more, I'm sure, from each of our perspectives, like, it's something that so I don't want to jump too much ahead, but it's one of those things that over my life I have viewed in very different perspectives. Because like I have to admit, like, yeah, all through my teenage years when we actually still had school dances and shit of this nature, did I dance? Nope, not really. Nope.
No.
I would attend and I would happily chat and, all that landly things and, request much music songs. I guess I was more maybe public key school, but it blurs.
No. In high school, we were
Did we
doing
have that much
video dance
music?
parties for sure.
Okay,
yeah, I
okay,
remember I
yeah.
saw moshing to
Yeah.
like Teen Spirit and stuff.
Mhm.
Well, and like I would mosh, I
Yeah.
would single dance, shit of that nature, but I wouldn't like dance. Like I didn't want to. And then even when I get into college again, I wasn't dating, and I don't think we went to a dance club once, and it was actually a good club because it was nice, just rock music, and it was a good time. But again,
Yeah.
I wasn't really dancing. I was just kind of jumping around with a beer.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Doing the head nod with the beer in hand.
Yeah, whatever pretty much every guy figures out. from, like,
Exactly.
grade one. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and so it was just one of those funny things because when I was young, and this is going way, way back, we'll ignore my one experience where I started crying and left the dance hall. That's a whole other experience.
That's
Nothing to do
all
with
that-
dancing.
yeah, no, that's just heartbreak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, when I was in public school, there was a whole dance thing. I think I was in grade 7, maybe 6, 7.
Yeah.
And so I show up to this dance. And it wasn't at school. It was my first not at school dance. That was the big
Ah,
deal.
yeah. Okay,
like a
that's the
community
big deal.
club
It was a
kind of
community
thing.
club thing. I
Sure,
was
sure,
in
sure.
Thorndale at the time, which is
Right.
a small town here in Ontario
Community
for
Ontario,
our further listeners.
For sure. Our international
Yeah, our
listeners.
international
Yeah,
listeners.
yeah.
And so there was, I was only in grade 7, and I was one of the younger ones because it was high school, but I was allowed in just barely. And there were some other people from the school there, and we're having a great time, and I'm enjoying. I'm dancing. I'm having a good time. We're dancing again together. And I don't know what it is to this day. I would love to find this fellow who I don't even remember his name and just ask him why. Really, dude? Because I'm sitting there dancing, and there's this very attractive young woman, same age as me, of course, but
Of course.
she's dancing with me, like we're dancing together.
Yeah.
And
good times.
it's clicking in my brain, and I'm smiling, I'm happy.
It's like you unlocked the code. It's like,
yeah.
yeah.
And out of nowhere, he just pushes me into her.
What?
And we take out this whole crowd of people.
No freaking
yeah,
way.
and it nearly starts me in a fight with some other teenagery dude. And it was just this whole. I think that's what started my hate of dancing throughout my high school years. That's
Bro,
my,
I
that's
totally
my short answer to my story.
Delve into this trauma. Absolutely.
Oh, I know. Like I left the dance early because I was so effing upset.
Oh my god.
Because again,
he was so upset he didn't even say fucking.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like it was just one of those. Because again, after that happened, nearly got in a fight. The people I was dancing with, half of them left, the other half ignored because from their perspective, they thought I jumped.
Yeah.
But behind me, I got pushed. Like I truly, honestly did.
So you look like this guy who's
an asshole.
An
but in
asshole.
fact, it was the guy that, again, the school kid. I can't
well, that
remember
guy's
much
a
more.
dick.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But aside from that, yeah, that sucks, man. I'm glad you've reformed. We're going to talk about your reform.
Well, no, yeah, because when we talk about my recent reform, anybody that's had the fortunate ability to be in a dance club with me,
the best, the fucking best. The fact that you don't have like some sort of TikTok or some sort of YouTube Shorts channel,
It just goes out and dances at bars.
Is like crime. It's a crime.
I think you should have a TikTok for sure.
I mean, and I'm not just saying that because we're best friends. Honestly, I think that would you want to make $1 billion. That's how you do it,
right?
It's just amazing.
I'm one of those people that only want to share with the others that are right there with me.
True,
that's how it rolls
in the moment, right?
But yeah, I don't know exactly what happened because even when I was at my wedding, I did the proper, slow dance with the wife. But other than that, I didn't dance at all on my own fucking wedding. Whereas I go to my aunt's wedding, I don't know, fucking 5 years ago. I have a picture. It's a beautiful picture with my close knit family. And I was wearing a nice shirt, not jeans, but pants, not full suit. And my shirt's half pulled out. You can see the sweat, and you can just tell by looking at me that yes, I had consumed a beverage of two of my choice, but also that I basically danced this entire, the wedding party afterwards.
It just won't stop.
Oh yeah. I start to finish was on the dance floor. And again, people sometimes like, while other people are out there. Nope. I was that guy. I'm sure there are videos of me because then, cousins and relatives I'm not terribly close with, but know me going, yeah, this is the kid I knew. And look at him go all by himself.
So Dave's new name is Davey Dance Pants.
Davey Dance Pants.
I love it.
Love it.
Davey Dance Pants.
Yeah.
How's that? So what do you think was the change for you there? Where did that...
So I was thinking of this the other night because I knew I was going to get asked this.
Because the thing is, you've been dancing, like you've been loving it for a long time now. I feel like, but I remember, we were both wallflowers and such. We didn't want it. You don't. Yeah, I wonder what happened.
Yeah, like I even remember us going out when we were finally of age to go out and drink. The 19 plus years, we go to the bars, even that were dance clubs of our music and genre. I would never dance at them.
No, agreed.
Yeah,
no.
Like Shan, my girlfriend at the time. She would run out with our friends, and they would dance. All the girls. We would sit there at the bar and just drink.
Embarrassed or whatever. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, for my case, I would say there was a weird embarrassment when you're younger. I remember, I think my first... Well, wait, I remember two dances. Actually, I had a similar moment. With the safety patrollers dance. That's right. I was cool enough
what now?
To go to the safety patrollers dance.
What the fuck? Is that like home monitor?
Yeah, kind of, sort of, but more
crossing.
dangerous because it's at the crossroads. It's outside.
Oh,
this is before crossing guards.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're a kid, and you volunteer for this, and they let you out a little early, whatever.
Yeah,
and I guess there's a whole community, so they have a dance for them at the end of the year at like a place, and it's a fun chip and pop party. And it was the first time I heard OPP by Public Enemy, and I thought,
by who now?
Oh, not Public Enemy. OPP by Naughty by Nature. My bad.
Thank you. We were about to fist.
I know. And when I learned what that song's about, I'm like, a little bunch of 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds listen to this.
It's about the Ontario Provincial.
That's exactly what it's about. Exactly. Anyways, I had a similar experience. I don't think it was necessarily with a girl, but I remember dancing and someone tripping me or something, and just feeling like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, exactly.
What was I doing wrong?
And from there, you just kind of keep your wits about you. And then I think the next big dance was like a graduation dance in grade 8, which we do here in Canada or Ontario. I don't know where else where we. Grade 9 is where our high school starts, and we had a big grade 8 dance, and everyone's kind of like doing the suspender dance, guys wise, dumb, right? And I was kind of scared to ask a girl to dance, but then I did, and it was cool. But then boys are boys, say stupid stuff, and I just get more embarrassed by it, and then
you got a boner.
Oh yeah.
He got a boner. He got embarrassed.
Shoved
He got a
up,
boner.
I tell you.
And had to
I
run.
did that at the grade
Had to
9
run
dance.
to the locker
Did
room.
you?
Yeah.
That didn't happen to me.
Got a boner?
I remember sweating crazily in a grade 9 dance. And I felt like, oh my gosh, she's not like, she's when we're dancing, slow dancing. Like, oh, she's going to think I'm so lame because I'm sweating so bad.
What I always loved was the grade 9. And again, this is probably more just that first dance. I was the first one I actually felt like I was part of just because of the people I was with. But yeah, doing those first dances. And again, dances at that age, arms out all the way. Yeah, you could walk through the two kids, at least me dancing with girls at that time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Easily. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
No, we were huggy dancers.
Oh,
really?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I have to admit,
Even in like grade 7.
No, I have to admit I was not as a
No.
youngin. And then by the time I hit the later years as a teenager, we didn't do the dances anymore at the high school. We always skipped them.
Yeah, exactly. Be a night away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would tell my mom I'm going to the dance, but I wouldn't. I would go over to a lovely lady's house and we would
Dance.
Yes.
do the horizontal polka.
That's right.
Yes,
Yeah,
we would
for sure.
dance. Just
We're
the
talking
two of
about all
us.
kinds of dances tonight,
Oh,
folks.
baby. No, baby.
All the dances.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
The bedroom bop.
The bedroom bop.
Yeah. That one I do enjoy doing still. I did before then and I still do now.
Sure.
Yeah.
But you're right. There does something that's come over me with age. Like, I just don't care what people
I think that is part of it.
But like, I wish when I watch a great dancer, I'm like, man, I want to do that. Like when you see
Napoleon Dynamite. I wish I
high
knew.
five. I know. When you look at that,
I wish
it's like,
I could do that.
damn. Or even like looking at J-Lo. Remember watching those
Or
J-Lo
like
videos back in the
watching
day?
like America's Got Talent or
Oh,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And they have the
With
dancers on.
Jabberwockies and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all of them are amazing. I just want that Napoleon Dynamite move where like you see him and you're like, oh, this is gonna suck, and then by the end I'm like, holy shit, that was amazing.
For sure. Yeah.
I like to think I have that style, but I've been told by a few different people, no, Dave.
I disagree. I think, honestly, you could give Napoleon a run for his money. You need a tiny bit of choreography, just a little bit of direction. That's all you need.
Yeah.
And once you've got that, watch out, world.
And a little bit of room, I have to admit. As much as I still love dancing, I have been told about this, and I know I can sometimes get bad at it, especially if I've had a beverage or two.
Uh-huh.
But I'm one of those morons that can be sometimes get a little all over the place.
No spatial relation. Like a toddler.
Yeah, basically that's it. I become the toddler dancer.
If you add alcohol, it makes sense. Really.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
it does usually require
Of
alcohol.
course.
Yeah, it does usually that.
For sure.
But like even walking down the street, this is only going back to like last year, maybe a little bit longer. Shannon and I were out on our standard, hey, we've been married a little bit of time, so let's go and have some dinner and stuff. And while we were walking down Dundas, they had a like a little mini band playing outside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you probably heard them. Yeah, like a very I don't know if it's Mexican style, but
like
you know,
salsa dancing.
Oh,
Salsa
yeah, the
dancing.
little mariachi
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
idea. Yeah.
and of
Mariachi,
course,
sorry.
soon as we start to hear this, I start to go towards it because we're going to a bar that way, and like even before we're halfway there, I get the butt moving, and Shan just knows, and she's just looking at me going, do we have to do that? oh no, we got to do
Yes.
that.
Gotta get
Yes,
going.
we
Yeah.
do.
For sure,
And as soon as I show up, and again, there's expert people doing proper, in the sense of the style, dancing to the music.
Yeah.
I'm trying to copy. I'm having fun, and my poor wife is just standing there trying to sort of dance with me, but she's laughing too hard. She's just embarrassed. I could just tell by the look. And
But
of course,
did she have a good time?
oh yeah, we had a
Well,
great time.
then.
Yeah.
It's the best.
I even got complimented by a random stranger fellow about how good I was at dancing, and I should keep doing it.
Hell yeah, you should, man. I don't care. It's my favorite thing of life.
Oh yeah,
Honestly.
it's my big joke amongst my family too. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
always saying, "Hey, it's time to get married. It's been so long. It's time to get married, so I can go out. I will happily, I don't know if it's called donate gift to you.
Yeah.
What I feel was the value for my portion in this wedding with the dinner,
Sure.
the everything that costs for money
Yeah.
for the wedding. But I'm going to dance like an MF.
Oh my
Just
god.
Dance
yeah.
like nobody's watching.
Oh
right?
yes,
Sure.
yes. At Christmas parties too. Oh,
Yeah.
that was all my coworkers back in the day loved it because
for sure.
we would have the Christmas party, and as we all started to drink, everybody would dance in full transparency. But I was always just one of those people out there constantly.
For sure. I was a part of something that was pretty fun for a wedding. Shout out to my friends, the Prasads, Ryan and Carolyn. We were part of their wedding party, and they had a choreographed dance sequence for their wedding party, or for their intro to the thing. And that was really fun to be part of, choreographed.
Oh, I
that.
think
It's
I've
like one
seen
of
that
those things
video.
from, like,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
One of those things like from The Office where
Yeah.
everybody like comes down.
Like a flash dance almost.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah, that was really cool. That was fun. You know,
Mhm.
it made me feel like, hey, I can do that. I can, do that, you know, I can learn and rehearse dance steps. Not many,
No.
not many, but hey,
Yeah, I truly have no dance steps at
No.
all. Yeah,
No,
no.
when-
I just whatever
you
I'm
just,
feeling.
You just go.
I just go.
You just go.
Whatever I'm feeling. Whatever I've seen on the telly back in the day when you would see dancing on
For
telly.
sure. I think that's the best way to go because whenever I watch like a situation of a choreographer trying to teach someone else moves, I'm so fucking lost.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
What? How do you can't do that? That's not physically possible.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways,
I've always been impressed with those expert dancers that you see, on stages, even in videos and shit like that, where you got 15 people doing amazing choreography amongst
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, to me, even attempt that, it would take me months.
Oh,
And I'm sure for them, they've had maybe, if they're lucky, a few days.
Yeah, to rehearse and prepare for it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I
yeah.
get it's kind of like being a musician or
I'm
or
sure.
a drummer in a
Mm.
way.
Mhm,
Because I get the whole because they count in 1, 2, 3, 4
Yes.
or whatever
Yep.
whatever
same
measure the
rhythm.
music's in.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's so much that you're fitting in between those 4
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
beats, and so it's kind of like drumming, like moving from one drum to the next and doing it.
Yeah, within
the
a sort
right
of
time.
style and repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and
Sure.
how much you have to remember.
Yeah.
Right. Because you have to
Yeah.
remember 4 minutes, 5 minutes worth of these dance moves
And those steps
right?
within
Yeah.
that time frame. Yeah.
So I
yeah,
get
for
it.
Sure. Yeah.
Could I ever do it?
I
God, no. I
want to
have
see you
a
try.
I have an interesting.
I'll pay to see you try.
I have an interesting relationship with dancing. Very.
Well, you must share.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
please.
so picture it.
It's just us.
Picture it. Northwestern Ontario, about 1993.
Oh, I picture a lot of neon.
Yeah, there was a lot of neon. Some spandex maybe.
Oh, I should bring that.
You know
Oh,
those
yeah.
A&W bike hats that
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the,
Oh, yeah.
with the cool angular sunglasses with one color neon pink and the other color outside neon yellow.
And
Yeah.
one was flipped up.
And one
Yeah.
flipped up. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Like Dwayne Wayne.
Yeah, like Dwayne Wayne,
Yeah, yeah, you know.
Sure, go on.
But me and my brothers, we used to watch this. We had one of those old satellite dishes, the big, huge
Mhm.
ones that
Yeah.
moved when you change the channels.
Yeah.
And we had one of those magic cards that you put in, and it made
Yep.
everything happen. So
Mhm.
we got channels that people didn't even know about in Canada.
Mm.
And we had this one called The Box. And it was a music channel, but what it was is no VJs or no shows or anything. Just music videos.
Oh,
Oh,
And
okay.
people
sick.
would call in, and there'd be, during other music videos, there'd be a line of text at the bottom, and it'd be like, this music video by this artist, call this, call the 1-800 number and type in this number.
Mhm.
And it's more like a request.
Gotcha.
Like a request
Oh.
video channel, basically.
Okay. I think I remember something like that through Much or something where you could vote on music videos.
I don't even know if this
Go
was
on.
really voting, though. I think
But
it
you
was
just call and request.
Yeah, you just kind of
That's
call
awesome.
and type in a number, and it would. So we learned about a lot of new stuff that was coming out before
Mhm.
we really got it here.
sick.
We were watching Snoop Dogg videos before Snoop Dogg was even
A big thing here.
anybody.
Yeah. Awesome.
So yeah, we used to watch that kind of shit and do little dancing and the hip hop dance sort of stuff, like the Fresh Prince-y kind of
Gotcha.
sort of
Gotcha.
dancing
Yeah.
and stuff like that in the living room, watching that kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
And then about a year or so later, we ended up going to Disney World
Mm.
in Orlando, Florida,
Mm.
and a couple fucking embarrassing stories, but here we go. So I guess to precursor that, going to your talking about going to dances and stuff like that, we were doing that whole dance battle. Everybody
Oh,
gets in
okay.
a circle and people do the friggin' dance battle thing.
Yep.
And that's the only time, other than slow dances,
Yes.
we would dance. Like you were saying, the
Mm-hmm.
boys and the girls didn't do the dancing together or
No.
anything
Right.
like that, unless it was the fucking Macarena.
Gotcha.
Right? That's the
Yeah.
only time dudes and girls danced,
Mm-hmm.
other
Right.
than slow
Makes sense.
dances.
Slow dances.
But we would still have the hip hop dance battle, not break dancing per se.
Yeah.
Nobody was twirling around on the ground on their heads or anything like that. But they were doing the running man and the shopping cart and,
Gotcha.
and all that.
Dance
Yeah.
battles, fun times.
Like I said, Fresh Prince-y kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Yeah.
dance kind of stuff. 90s dancing.
Yeah.
And
Or 70s if it's Soul Train.
So yeah, we were kind of, into that kind of thing. And then we went to Florida. And for anybody who hasn't been to the Orlando version of Disney place, it's not just the one with the castle, like the one spot. Like there's a lot of different, I almost want to call them compounds, or parks, right? That aren't really, you still have to drive like 10 miles.
Oh, wow.
It's like off site, if you will, from the main.
They do have a train now, but yes.
To some of them, it's like way off site kind of stuff. Like
even now,
there was, maybe not now,
no, I don't
but there's their water park called Typhoon Lagoon.
Yep.
I don't think you could get there from a train. I think you actually had to drive there.
Back in the day, that's probably true.
This is going to the 90s.
Yeah, because
right?
the last time I was there was 4 years ago with my kids.
Then for sure.
Oh,
Then you'd know better than I for sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there was also, they have this, and it makes me laugh to this day. They have a club island, right? The entire island's clubs. It's called Pleasure Island.
Yeah.
Oh, don't they call that Belize?
Maybe now,
Yeah.
but no, they used to call it. It was called Pleasure Island, and it was every kind of club you could possibly imagine. They had comedy clubs.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
They had dance clubs. They had concert clubs. They had, and then every kind of music you could possibly imagine: blues, jazz, hip hop, sort of. And
I could just imagine the business meeting on that one real quick. It was like,
Yeah.
So I got an idea. Let's just have an island full of clubs. What kind of clubs?
oh, you can
All
definitely
clubs,
bet it was
man.
probably made in the 80s, and there was a lot of,
Guaranteed. Yeah.
right?
Sure. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
here's what we got to do. We got to have 27 fucking clubs, okay? But some of them were like all ages. Like I was able to go into the comedy club because I was 12 or something like that. But then there were other ones that were like the dance clubs that were bars. But every night it was like New Year's Eve. They would have like a New Year's countdown kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And a whole bunch of like, not just in the club stuff was happening. There was shit happening out on the streets too.
Right.
And one night, my brothers and my dad went because it was like a late at night kind of thing. I was 12 years old, and they were hanging out. And I guess Disney had hired these dancers from Florida to do like a dance thing. Like, hey, we're gonna dance in the street. Come watch us. Like it's almost like a busking sort of thing.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
not asking for money. And they asked my brothers to come back the next night to dance with them. I don't know how that.
Oh,
Interesting.
I think they were just grooving in the front, and they were like, "Hey, you guys are cool." So my dad's like, "Hey, I got a kid back at the hotel. Can he come too?" They're like, "Yeah, bring him along." So we literally came up with this little dance routine between the three of us. Went back and did it the next night
well,
in front of a
that's fun.
crowd
in front
and
of a whole
everything.
bunch of people.
That's cool.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is cool.
We did that. And that's kind of, embarrassing in a way,
Dude,
but not really.
no,
Nothing
that's
embarrassing.
good.
Why didn't you? Clearly, you're freaking missed your calling, dude. You should have
yeah,
been a
I
professional
totally-
dancer by now.
And then we went to the mall a couple of days later, and they had one of those green screen thingies, karaoke things.
Oh yeah.
And we did a whole thing to "Whoop There It Is" by Tag Team.
Nice.
That
Nice.
VHS exists. So
Karaoke
Oh, damn.
is another thing I love, and everybody that gets to enjoy it with me in the bar, they think differently.
It was kind of karaoke. They basically played the song and you lip synced over top of it.
Oh,
and there was like
okay,
a
okay.
trippy green screen background
Gotcha,
thing that they
gotcha.
added, and
Oh,
you
okay.
just
fun
kind of
times.
Yeah.
danced around in a room while
Yeah.
they played the song, and they give you a videotape for like $20.
Nice.
Nothing embarrassing about that.
Actually, yeah,
So,
I would still do that.
And then I would probably say that was my last. I kind of fell out of the going to dances after that when I got 14, 15, 16.
Yeah.
And now I'm just old.
Ah,
I have to admit that is a truism, because I have felt, and again, recently we've had the whole COVID shit to complicate
Sure,
shit even
yeah.
further, but at least here in London, like back in the old days, and it's funny because we used to have, I shouldn't call it an old person bar. We do still have one or two here in town,
yeah.
but that's more for just hooking up. But we used to have a couple places that you could just go and dance.
Yep.
I don't know if it's just my age, my perspective, but I have a feeling it's my age, which is my perspective, Sylvie, is really just anytime I try to even look at a dance club now, it looks like it's full of teenagers. I'm like, I don't want to.
It basically is.
Yeah.
I say old though by physically.
Oh, okay.
Like my
fair.
knees hurt. I started to come down with vertigo or vestibulitis, which
Gotcha.
Oh,
throws
yeah.
your fucking balance off. It's like
Yeah.
it's like the worst parts of being drunk.
Yeah.
You don't feel good.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like the part after you've drank too much and
Yes.
you've got home
Yeah.
and you sit on the couch and all you have is the spins and a gookie tummy.
Yeah, I had that hit me, but yeah. Thankfully, in my case, it was short term.
Yeah, well, yeah, mine's like it could flare up whenever and last
Yeah.
however long, kind of bullshit.
Hot damn.
So because of that, any sort of like jostling and jumping and
gotcha.
moving and stuff like that really throws my equilibrium off
Off.
and makes me feel like I just, I was a 6-year-old and I spun around and I got
Just
dizzy.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
Yeah.
and my knees hurt.
Yeah.
All the things.
And
My
I'm
back
old,
hurts,
and my
and I'm
back
old.
hurts, and my feet hurt.
And the music they
So
play.
I'm the same way. I did a couple dances at my wedding. I did the obligatory, husband and wife
Yeah.
thing, and then I did the
Obligatory. Like, if you gotta. All
then I
right.
then I did the the
with
mother,
the mom. Yeah.
the mother and son thing
Sure.
or whatever. And other than that, maybe I went in and I did like a little
Jiggy.
funny
Yeah,
jiggy
yeah.
sort of thing
Yeah, yeah.
every now and then, crossing the dance floor or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But-
gotcha.
Yeah.
Do the little hop as you walk type. shit.
yeah, but not really.
get into it.
I appreciate people who can dance, like we've been talking about,
Yep.
like the America's Got Talents people, or even Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Or
Type
even
ballroom dancing or salsa dancing or whatever kind of dancing
Sure,
you
yeah.
want.
Dancing that
Call it.
requires actual skill.
Right.
Well,
there's silly dancing where,
Yeah.
the ladies are just sitting there shaking their bums and flapping their bums around. And it's
Yeah.
like, how is that?
called
there's,
twerking, buddy.
there's no
Called twerking.
talent. I don't care what the children
It's
call
funny
it.
you bring that up.
But there's no actual talent behind what they're doing.
I don't
You
know
remember
that.
going
I mean, I
to-
guess I can't flap my ass like that.
I
but-
can't do that, and
I
I'm very
can't- I
impressed
can't
when I
do that
see it.
shit.
So I think there's some talent there.
Well, there's different reasons why you're impressed when you see it.
I'm just saying, it's not a bad thing.
Was it with you that we went to that lovely new club that came into town? This is going back again, 5-6 years. And it essentially was a club in which the good looking guys would just stand there as all the women would just twerk. It was fucking hilarious.
Oh fuck yeah, that was
called
me.
that's called the Beef Baron.
No. It was an actual dance club. We went into actually.
Yes,
It was
okay.
newly opened.
It was okay. Yeah, I remember it was.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
okay. I'm remembering it now.
Okay.
Oh,
It was
this-
a long,
was this
long
on-
time ago.
Was this where what's it gonna call it? Was GTs or something like that?
Not quite
No.
GTs.
Or
It
was
was.
it, like,
it was
down a
underneath.
couple?
Yeah, it was underneath Jack's, and it was.
Oh,
I remember what
okay,
it's called,
that's
and it
different.
was like Pervert's Row sort of thing.
It was that.
Yeah, it's pretty
basically.
much it. And it's not a strip club. This is just a place you go and drink and dance. And yeah, literally the dudes would just sit there and the girls would just twerking their asses. And you're like, okay, this is a good time.
Yeah,
This
and I
is a
remember
fun place to
hearing
be.
stories from other people I won't mention where they would actually purposely with their friends go out to a club like that and they would have competitions who they could twerk on more.
There you go.
Yeah.
There, that's that's not.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad time.
Now,
if you're
one thing I
single.
will call it for at least the last time I went out to a dance club, which was again like 2.5 effing years ago, is one thing is as long as you go out before 10:30,
Mhm.
you can actually it's usually just a nice light-hearted club. I have to give credit.
Man, I don't remember
No.
the last time I went to a dance club.
Oh,
Like
it's
an
been
actual
forever.
like
Yeah.
like
It's
no,
been a long
no,
time.
I'm talking like 10 plus years.
Okay, no, it hasn't been quite that
'Cause-
long for me.
Oh no, definitely not.
I mean, yeah, I think because I know when I met my wife, I was out of the dance club.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
it wasn't even a. Like I think the last time it would probably be when you and I lived
Party.
together with
Oh
Philly.
yeah.
We used to go
Wow,
out every
dude,
Yeah,
a long time ago.
like
Yeah.
that would have been the last time I went to like a Jack's or Joe Cool's or Tap House or something like that kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do want to go back to Tap House. My memories of
If
Tap
it's
House.
still there, I would love.
Oh,
that.
good call. I don't know.
I don't know, but I agree. I feel like we had such great memories.
Oh
I
yeah,
st-
nothing but good memories.
Oh my god! I still remember that horrible date I was on, and she followed us. You guys bailed me out. Wow,
Oh,
that
no.
place! Oh, such a bonkers ass night. But
It
they
was
were
great.
the people, whoever was in ownership of the tap house,
Back in
treated
that
us
day.
so
Yeah.
well. Yeah, it seemed to turn over a couple of times too. We
Yep.
just it was a really really great time.
Hmm.
We had danced our ass, and I would say it was during those times that I started to come out of my shell in terms of dancing.
maybe for me as well.
Yeah, maybe that
Yeah.
was what it was. We started to get more
We
exposed
just
to that.
realized
atmosphere.
that you go to the dance club, you leave the dance club.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I still I remember New Year's. Yeah, we got drunk
That was
early
funny.
or quick, but we danced our asses off for however long. And yeah, your wife was there and a couple of the girls, but it wasn't about that. It was just about us.
Oh yeah, we just had
having
a good time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it was. I know.
I do silly dancing.
Yeah, I like
You
silly
know,
dancing.
like if I'm just goofing around at home with the wife or
For
something
sure.
like that. And
Oh, I'll do that as well.
But-
yeah,
no, I don't.
I want to go dancing. I
Me
keep
too.
saying that, and my goal is I just
Feel like every time I'm gonna move or something like that, I'm just I'm gonna regret it.
yeah,
There's some sort of physical or
I will admit that in my
regret
older
that
age,
I will have.
yeah, I wake up the next morning and it's less about hangover in my older age and
Your
more just like,
body's like,
oh,
oh, thank
my
God.
back
What
hurts.
muscle did I strain?
Yeah,
I'm-
my
I'm still under
shoulder.
delusion. That's why I still skateboard because I don't nothing's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I'm thoroughly convinced. Let's talk about age for a minute. I'm
Uh.
thoroughly convinced that my old skateboard,
Uh-huh.
the one with the 10-inch trucks or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
I'm thoroughly convinced that's why I got a hernia.
Yeah.
Because I was stretching this leg, or I was stretching,
Skating too hard,
too
bro.
far, or something like
Skating
that.
too hard,
I
bro.
was-
Moments.
I
We need to get a
skated-
picture
I
of this.
skated
We need to get a
myself into
picture.
hernia.
Yeah, in case you can't tell, AJ has his pants down around his ankles right now.
I'm
Hey.
showing
us
them
a
the
crotch area.
hernia, the
what's
hernia, the
happening right now.
hernial
That's
area,
right.
the scar.
He wants to show us everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sucks that happened, dude. But I feel you. I
but
feel
old.
you.
Just
I know.
No,
But, like,
things change.
Things do change. Like I remember, I think the last time I went clubbing, like dancing, was
Clubbing.
probably back in New Orleans, which still is a couple of years back.
that
And-
makes sense though.
Well-
That seems like it would be more of an experience, more of a. It's different.
Yeah.
Plus the culture that you're surrounded
Yeah.
by it would be
Sure.
a completely different experience than going to, like, because I feel like you'd be able to find a place easier in, say, New Orleans that doesn't have a whole bunch of college kids there.
Not a lot of college kids there.
Well, I know there's a lot
LSU,
of college
man.
kids, but
LSU's huge.
but is New Orleans bigger than London?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then there's probably more spread out.
Nah, it's all in the French Quarter, man.
Yeah.
It's all in
Because
the
I'm
French
thinking,
Quarter.
I'm thinking,
I'm
like,
sure there's like areas, and there was like we did visit a few. Like, oh, we went to go
because
see
you can't
the.
you can't go to a dance club here without, like you were saying, running into teenagers.
Well, that's true, but at least if you go earlier, I find it's less packed because
Yeah.
for
'Cause
some
they're all-
reason,
they all pre-drink.
yes, it's the
Yeah.
youth thing where they all pre-drink, they
It's
all try to
cheaper
get
that
there
way.
at 11,
And-
stay till 2.
Yeah.
well,
it's
there you
cheaper
go.
that
You
way.
got a time. Okay, I'll say this about like the French Quarter or New Orleans. Like it's always going. It's 24 hours.
Yeah.
So there's like you can go party whenever you want. So I mean, it's a different kind of environment.
Yeah,
But
fair.
and different crowds and different spots, right? Which
Yeah.
whatever. But for me, like that was just like the last time we had that opportunity to do that. But to the age thing, did we do it to the extreme that we would have done it?
Had you been younger?
Nah.
Gotcha, gotcha.
It was
Come
more of a
on.
standing around at a table scenario.
No, we would do some dancing. Like when we went to go see that brass band that we went to go see, we were grooving
See,
hard.
No, I feel like that would be.
But I
different,
mean,
though.
it's different than like
it's a
when
different
we were kids,
kind
you
of
know?
dancing.
Sure,
you don't,
yeah.
You don't feel like an
That's fair.
idiot dancing to a jazz band in your 40s.
Yeah,
true.
but I also
But-
don't feel like
Because
an
how do
idiot.
you
if I was,
feel dancing
like,
to?
Well,
oh,
I
my
know
body,
you can't
sexy
say that
Body. Oh
Like-
my body, sexy. You know.
because like, we're rooted in like electronica music. That shit gets to me. You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
amazing.
Like that's all that stuff. Like,
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying
See, I
like
don't.
I'm not saying like the top 40 stuff, but if you throw on like a good techno song or
Oh, yeah.
fuck, I'm in, man.
all I
I'm
need is
in.
the beat.
See, you
I-
look
you know
at me
what?
and say, I couldn't even tell you what a top 40 techno song is,
Today-
let alone a deep cut.
Oh, well,
Like,
geez.
like you know what I'm going to say when people say techno? I'm
Sandstorm.
going to say like,
Sandstorm.
pump up the jams.
No, Sandstorm. Yeah,
Yeah, that's all. Just sounds like beeps and clicks
well,
to
it
me.
is. That's all music
But
is
it's
now.
really cool.
It's
beats
cool.
So
and
it's not.
clicks.
So it's not like pump up the jam.
Or
like,
what about Daft Punk?
everybody dance
Daft Punk is a
down,
famous electronica
That's a good one
band.
too, though. I like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, man, they make great music.
But you
that
kinda
would be
call
like
the Chemical
last-
Brothers.
That would be
we
the
could talk
last
about.
I could think about, because I feel like Daft Punk crossed over from just being popular in the EDM scene to
Yeah.
having videos on Much Music and MTV.
Yeah, they crossed. Yeah,
Whereas other people, like that guy who does the thing with the maybe not so much has been exposed to other facets of culture.
sure, yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough. Yeah.
Like I can think of the two that come off the top of my head are Deadmau5 and Daft Punk.
yeah, there you go. Dead
Yeah.
Mouse, another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
I would say it takes a special DJ, I think, to
I know
rise above
of
that.
I guess I know
that
of
top.
others, but I've never heard any of their songs, like Steve Aoki.
Oh, Steve Aoki.
I
yeah,
know
he's
of
great.
him.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
awesome.
I know he's a big guy, but
Yep.
I've never
he's really talented.
never
actually.
heard one of his remixes of somebody else's songs.
Mm.
The other thing, though, is just, again, and we've already kind of called it out, though, you don't necessarily need that style of music at a dance club, per se.
That's true. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But when you say dance club, that
You think,
that's-
it's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
London got
Like, when you say
we were
dance
saturated in that,
Yeah,
right?
that is
I
fair.
think
Yeah.
I think much dance mix 92.
Gotcha.
Oh, I hear
yeah,
you.
yeah.
But,
Yeah,
like-
and that is more that style. I will say on that. But like, yeah, you go to Molly Bloom's, like,
Right.
you know,
That's a good time.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, but that I wouldn't call that a dance club though.
Oh, it
I
gets
would-
like that.
I would call that an Irish bar.
Yeah,
that
but there's
people-
dancing that happens.
Well, yeah, but it's not.
Right?
It's not your
That's
your
fair.
Joe Cool's Jacks.
It's true. And to be fair, I think what
Whatever
you're really
that place was
what
at the
you're hitting
corner of
on,
Richmond and York.
GTs,
Yeah.
GTs.
Yeah.
We did have, and maybe still do, because none of us go to the clubs anymore. But I mean, you could go to, you know, GTs, and you can go to Jack's, and you go to wherever, and they're all probably playing the same music,
Yeah.
right? There really wasn't be
Yeah,
that much
But I
of a
wouldn't call
variety difference.
people dance when I play shows, and I wouldn't call that place a dance club. I wouldn't call the Richmond a dance club.
No, I don't think.
But there are
Let's
people
go,
up
yeah.
dancing
Who
when we're
dance,
playing
that's
shows.
fair.
There's this one dude who comes around. His name's
Oh shit! Come to the Richmond Dance.
his name's there's one dude who comes around. His name's Bev Camp, and you may have seen him at some shows. He's like a cowboy.
Yeah, man, that
He's
guy's
like an
the
old
best.
cowboy.
Yeah.
He is the nicest guy,
Such
and
a
just
he's
knows
sweetheart.
to dance.
always into.
Shout out
what-
to Bev Camp.
Yeah, shout out to Bev Camp. That dude's awesome. He's always into whatever music's being played.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter. It could be heavy metal. It could be punk.
Yeah.
It could be like what we play, more like rock and roll
Yep.
kind of stuff.
Yep.
It could be fucking hip hop. I'm sure it could be death reggae.
Yeah, he loves it all.
Norwegian
Yeah.
fucking black salsa.
Right.
And
Black
he
salsa,
would
whatever.
love it.
Yeah.
He would.
He just
love
loves
it.
music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
No,
sure.
he's a great
I've
dude.
seen him, and he's one of those guys that you really have those three options: A, just ignore; B, make fun of; or C, just be like, "That's a good point, dude," and you get right up there and just
Yeah,
dance.
I think
Exactly.
I think he does actually inspire a lot of people
Yep.
in scenarios like that might not
have gone up
have
and then,
gone up in the first place,
Yeah.
because chances are they either know who he is or they've talked to him that night.
Yep.
And if you just talk to this dude,
Oh my
he's
God.
like I said, he's the nicest guy.
Yeah.
He's got great stories.
Yeah.
You go out for a smoke with him and he'll tell you a story. And just
Yeah. Yeah.
you find like this kinship with him just because he's a man of the world kind of guy.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah,
And then you see him just not giving two fucks
That's right.
about what anybody's thinking
yep,
Living his
or
life.
doing
you
or
know,
anything.
And
He's
you,
just
and you
yeah.
can tell he's not doing it to spoof anything or
Nope.
to be
He's
a
just-
parody of
yeah.
any. He's
No, he's
just
living his life.
living his best fucking
Yeah.
life.
Yep,
And yeah, I'm pretty sure he does inspire a lot of people to get up and
just go.
just groove out.
sure.
Yeah.
My-
But like, point being, yeah, I wouldn't call the Richmond a dance club
No, agreed.
yeah, no, I would
or
agree.
poachers or
yeah,
right.
Yeah,
So
but-
when you say dance club, I think tap
and that's
It's
fair.
hard to-
That is
yeah.
more the dancey
I
club. That
agree.
is true. Yes.
I agree. One thing I
because
like.
there's rock clubs and jazz
Sure.
clubs and big band clubs and whatnot.
In big
There
cities,
are,
these are
and there
big
are
things.
dancing.
Now we're
Yeah.
in London.
No, I was gonna
yeah.
say.
and there is dancing, but I wouldn't call those
Mhm.
dance clubs.
Yeah, but dancing happens.
But dancing happens.
Yeah.
I won't
That's
say,
fair.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I won't say that it doesn't.
All right then. Line
So
in the
really,
sand.
what we've all just discussed is we're going to go dancing.
Let's do it. I'm down.
I mean, if we go to
If I-
the Love Shack, sure.
Okay.
There's lots of dancing happening at the Love Shack.
Are you
have
are
you
you
not
doing
seen
it
the
on the
video?
poll?
No, I haven't seen
No.
this poll.
You've never seen the video for the
No.
song Love Shack by the B-52s?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I
There's
thought
lo-
you were talking about going to the actual Love Shack and dancing there.
There's no Love Shack here.
I
There
was-
is a
I-
Love Shack here,
There's no
and
Love-
it is an
It's
adult
called-
exotic.
It's called the Love
stuff.
Shop.
Well, whatever it is, that's where we're going, and that's where
Or
you're
the
dancing,
Stag
AJ.
Shop.
That
Yeah,
is where you're
Steak Shop.
dancing, AJ. I'm pretty
You're saying I don't have a standing fucking engagement there every week or two?
Oh, my bad. Sorry, sir. My bad. I forgot.
You make assumptions,
I
sir.
apologize.
You know what
I
happens
apologize.
when you make assumptions, right? You make
That's
an
true.
asshole out of you.
That's true. That's true. I do that a lot, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Dancing. Moving on.
yeah.
Yeah, I like dancing. It's a good
Yeah,
time.
I am looking
Mhm.
forward because we're getting up to our anniversary time, and Shannon and I
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of done our standard. This is one thing I do love about being old. We have planned out the anniversary. We're actually going to go out to. There's a concert happening on I can't remember the exact date, but around my birthday.
Yeah.
I think you were telling us about this.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think
But-
we looked it up on one of the last.
Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
last ones. But the
Yeah.
long story short is that I'm going to try to, or not going to try. I'm going to convince her that we should go and eat downtown, and of course, let's go to a dance club.
Let's go to club.
Just for fun.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just for fun. Let's come on.
I love it. She'll
That-
go.
that's my goal.
She'll go.
Yeah.
She'll love it.
Worst case, I know that we have the big concerts coming up in the summer, so
Oh, we definitely do.
yeah, there will be
I
dancing
cannot
happening.
fucking
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah,
That'll be good.
definitely. I am officially all 3 days now.
Yes,
I won't
I
do
will-
Sunday.
I will join you. Well, that's not our jam.
If,
anyway,
you,
yeah.
if you guys,
but
would
kudos
like,
to those that
if you
want
guys
it.
would like to come and visit, Nikki and I will be on the other side of the barrier by the river,
Okay.
listening to the music,
Sure.
Nice.
just as well as you guys are, but for free.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
nice.
Sure. That was
Good.
fine.
Do enjoy.
I feel
I
like
don't
I
have
want
to. I don't have
support
to. I don't
some
have
of
to
those
watch
acts.
Two Live Crew.
Are they going to be there?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Hells yeah, I want to fucking
Yeah,
see Two
they're
Live
on the
Crew.
fur day, I believe.
I definitely want to fucking support Two Live Crew.
Yeah.
Hells yeah. Oh,
You
yeah,
want to be
man.
associated?
I know
with
I've
Two Live
mentioned
Crew?
this, but we all know, no,
I'm
no.
telling
Two Life
Tipper
Crew's
Gore.
good.
Yeah. Oh, it's
But-
Aqua.
Aqua.
That's all
yeah,
Aqua.
Aqua.
Just the fact, dude. think
I look
about
at it this way.
Can I?
It's-
Can I hold that point for a second? Have you ever, in your whole life, loving Aqua, thought you would ever have the chance to see them?
Fuck no.
Exactly. The fact that it's even a fucking possibility blows my mind.
It's one of those joke things where, I always joke about, I'm never one of those guys that gets right up to the front. No, I usually hang back. No, so Aqua, fuck, I'm going to be that asshole right up there trying to crawl
I
on
want
the
to see
stage.
pictures. I want to see pictures of Dave with like neon, wearing neon.
Oh, I'm going to.
And then you gotta go to the dollar store and get those like glow stick bracelets.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
And necklaces.
Yeah.
And you gotta put like 10 on each arm, and then like put 3 on your neck, and then you have to have like some sort of
Yep.
headband that has like
Okay.
The
springy
things.
bubbly
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, what's
I wanna
funny?
see those
I would be
pictures.
totally on board with that, but at least going by my memory of historic shit, they'll just take all that way when I try to enter.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I walk in, they will happily charge me $50 for those things.
So it's gonna be. Yeah.
Tell you what, I'll get some. I'll bring
Toss
them,
'em
and I'll
over the
toss them over the fence for you.
You have a little package waiting for you when you walk inside. That's right.
Because they usually on the river.
Yeah, they don't monitor that shit at all. No.
No.
on the riverside, they usually have a. Well, you stick them down your pants. They don't check you like that when you're going out for a smoke.
Yeah.
Because on the riverside, they usually have an exit where you can go and have a smoke.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, and then you can just stuff them down your.
Yeah. That's
And
gonna
then go in. And
hope they don't.
That'll be
listen
all
to-
set.
I
All
hope-
right, this could be our
I'm a
fallback. I
Bobby
actually don't know what the
boy.
rules
I hope
are.
the organizers don't listen to our podcast
Yeah.
to figure out our plans.
Yeah.
That'll be a bummer.
Yeah, I actually haven't looked into the rules. Like, it's always the standard, no glass and shits of this nature.
much
but-
I think you can bring shit like that.
Glow
I
sticks
think
aren't
you can.
frying and
I think,
stuff like that.
especially if you had it because they come in a package that's sealed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had it in a sealed package,
Yeah,
I'm
it'd
sure-
be
The only
Okay.
thing that would suck is you bring that stuff and Aqua comes on at like 8:00 and it's still sunny out. You know what I mean?
They come on
You
at
know,
6:30.
that would be the
Yeah,
sucky
that is
part.
true. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not too worried. I will get
but he'll
noticed.
still, but
Wow.
he'll still
You
be
will.
wearing his bright pink and yellow and orange
Yep.
spandex.
Fuck, dude, we gotta figure it. Oh man, if we can get him on the pod, how can we get Aqua on the podcast? We gotta figure that out.
we have to sell our souls probably, but that
Well,
might
we
help.
weren't using them anyway, so just saying, it'd be great.
I'll come for support.
Yay! That's great. That's wonderful.
I'd just be like, hi.
Speaking of dancing, if there's one style of dance you don't know, because I know how many we all know, that you'd like to learn, is there any you'd like to learn?
Not really, no.
Oh, okay.
I have to admit, again, I do the two styles. I will do the nice just with my wife, her and I. And big thing with her and I is we fight over who's supposed to be leading because she always takes over.
Why do I feel like that's many married couples?
I know. But it's that, or I'm just dancing for fun.
Yeah, man.
I just whatever the style I feel
Dave
like. And
dances
Gotcha.
like a Muppet.
I might a little bit.
You
This
a
is
little
true.
Like the whole.
Well,
I have done that.
AJ's looking like a giant
Like a-
inflatable,
yeah.
like inflatable Iron Man right now. He does kind of do. I've seen when Dave's kind of getting into it. He does kind of like the Linus thing, like the from
Okay,
Peanuts.
yeah.
To kind of get into it, like that little kind of moping. But
Yeah.
then when he starts going, then he starts fucking.
You gotta let it just,
Yeah,
and then
for sure.
it goes into the soul, and then
Oh, the best.
Explodes out your
Can't wait.
butthole.
Right out his butthole.
From soul to hole.
Soul to hole.
That's, that's Dave's style of dancing.
That
it's
is.
called
That's
from
my
soul to hole.
soul to hole.
Yeah, I would love to learn how to break dance. I think that would be fucking killer. I'm
Dude,
always super impressed with those
you're
guys.
40 years
I'm
old.
going to say you're 30 years a little late.
I can do it now? Wait, it's not too late?
There's a difference
I can do
between
it?
the breakdancing that 18-year-olds do
Oh, yeah.
and the breakdancing that's
know.
going to happen to you
Yeah,
if you
listen,
try.
You will break.
You will break
By
lots
dancing.
of things.
By dancing, yes. I'm just saying, I wish I did learn it. I'm
Be
not
it
going
your
to.
arms and legs or your valuable things around your house.
That's true. That's true. Fuck it. There goes my PS5 because I just decided to
Yep.
spit on my head.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it would be nice if I learned how to do that. I'm not going to.
Okay, good.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah, I would worry.
I don't want to break a hip. You know.
Exactly.
That's really what it comes down to. For sure.
No amount of DDP yoga is going to fix you after
Make me
that.
break dancer. That's right. That's true. That's true. Well, gentlemen, what other dancing things we want to talk about?
No, I'm pretty good. Like the big thing is just I am really looking forward to being able to get out and dance.
Yeah,
and again,
man.
I do it
I'm
at
so
home,
stoked.
right? I do it, family watching. They love it,
Yeah,
of course.
Sure, they do.
But I really am looking forward to actually being able to get out around, strangers and dance.
And there's an energy when there's a bunch
Yeah.
of strangers doing it. That's a really great energy when
Yeah.
everyone's feeling the music and they're doing their own little thing. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the
Maybe I have
best.
PTSD from that one scene in The Matrix that was just
Oh,
not necessary.
Matrix Reloaded. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. Yeah, the tribal dance.
Thing.
It just wasn't necessary.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, they were just relaxing, taking a moment.
Indeed. Yeah.
How's that relaxing?
Well, they're in the middle of a
All
war.
I can think about is sore ankles and sore knees.
Yeah,
and
but
sore
like,
backs.
It's a way just to
You
stretch
gotta let
it.
loose, man.
Yeah, you gotta,
loose.
you know.
Isn't that what drugs are for?
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Were
You
they
do
making,
both.
Were they making drugs in Zion at that time?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Just the horrible
yeah,
liquor.
Yeah,
yeah,
what- we'll
because
talk
there's a society somewhere
Right, that doesn't
didn't
have
figure out
drugs.
how to get
I know,
high.
exactly. Every fucking human
Fucking
society.
dolphins poke blowfish to get high.
I know. The first thing we do is like, okay, we got all the rules and regulations in place. Like, yeah, we got everything in place. Okay, where's the drugs?
Has
Oh, good
anybody
call.
figured out drugs and beer yet?
That's right. Exactly.
At least cigarettes and lager.
Hey, well, they did figure out alcohol. It wasn't very good, but
True. That's true. Good point. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to fucking getting out and seeing people dance, especially concerts.
I thought you were gonna say
Concerts
toilet
dancing.
wine.
I do want toilet wine too.
Fucking, I'm making this shit in my toilet tank for 6 months. I can't wait.
I can't wait for a toilet wine. I dedicated my toilet to it, so I got to use my neighbors.
well, usually it's
I
your
thought
cell
you were,
neighbor.
I thought
but
you were
yeah,
just pissing in Coke bottles and throwing them out the window.
I was doing that, but the pile just got too high. The
Oh,
cop said
okay.
something, so
Your landlord was like, "What are
That's
you
right.
doing?
Yeah.
It's the new yellow Coke, man.
Yellow Coke, dude.
You know, like
And I'm
clear
sharing with
Pepsi, yellow
people.
Coke.
That's right. That's been getting the word out. It's getting the word out.
They fucked up and labeled all this Mountain Dew with Coke labels. I don't
How?
know what
What to tell
happened.
you,
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, you can try it. Go ahead. Whatever, man. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna tell
yeah.
you what to do. All right. Anything else?
No, I don't know how to now
think we're-
respond.
I mean, on that note,
You know what? Dave likes dancing.
I do.
Chris
sure
likes
does.
Chris likes dancing.
sure
Yeah.
does.
AJ not so much.
No,
Mm,
we'll take you out. You can come dancing with
AJ
us.
used to like dancing.
sure did.
I will come out with you.
Yeah.
And I will embarrass you guys
Oh, that's
Oh.
by being that one dude that dances like a dad.
sweet.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
like it's
Yeah.
either thumbs up,
yeah.
thumbs up
Yeah,
side
yeah.
to side,
Yeah.
or fingers out,
Yeah.
or fingers up,
guns?
Yeah.
or finger gun.
Oh,
See now
the
that's
max.
that's
Max.
pushing it. Yeah.
Hey,
I gotta have at least a tequila drink for finger guns.
I got you. At least one.
At least
sure.
at least a tequila sunrise
Yeah.
for some finger guns.
For sure. And you out there, are you a dancer? Are you not a dancer? Do you like dancing? Do you think it's silly? Let us know. We want to talk to you about dancing and all the things that we've talked about during this their podcast. Please let us know your thoughts on all this and Sarcastic Distractions in the comments. We want to hear from you. Keep the conversation going. For anybody out there that's not feeling well upstairs mentally, we just want to let you know you matter, not just to us, but to those that are around you. The world's a crazy place. It's important to talk about what's going on in your head. So we've got some links in our description for you if you to look for help that you may need out there for this stuff. And if you like what we're doing here, you want to support us, we got ourselves a little Buy Me a Coffee link. You can throw us $1, $2, or $5, or whatever you feel appropriate there if you'd like to do so. But outside of all that, I've been Harvey.
The Dancing Dave.
5, 6, 7, 8. Nobody puts AJ in a corner.
Nice call out.
Because he's a dirty dancer, folks. Dirty dancer. And just like that, folks, sarcastically distracted. Thanks so much for joining us. Have yourselves a wonderful night.
Take care,
Peace.
all. Bye
Bye
now.
now.